Oh yeah, baby!
The classic Browning High Power. In a world today of high-tech polymer frames and really unique and cool designs, the Browning High Power still remains one of my favorite semi-automatic 9mm pistols. In fact, I've had this in my safe for a little while, and I pulled it out the other day and I took it out and shot it, and I thought, why in the world is this pistol in my safe? I just love the classic lines. I love the way it feels in my hand. I love the way it shoots. Of course, whenever handling guns, you always want to make sure that you safety check the weapon. Magazine's empty. No rounds in the chamber. This was John Browning's last design. In fact, he died before it was finished. Dieudonné Sauvé of Belgium actually finished it and did some refinements. And this has been used more than any other sidearm ever produced. It is also the oldest 9mm design still in production. Now, the Browning High Power for years was the most used military sidearm in the world. And of course, the UK used these extensively, still in service today with British forces all over the world. But this did serve both sides during World War II. The Germans took over most of the factories where these were being made, and they produced 330,000 of these during World War II. They were also used by both sides in the Falklands and in the Israeli-Arab conflicts. So the Browning High Power has been and will continue to be a very sought-after pistol and favored by many troops all over the world. Now, because of this thin slide, it is not recommended to shoot +P ammunition in these guns. But there's a lot of jacketed hollow point defense loads out there that'll work very well in this gun. It does have a steel frame, and it has retained the steel frame, but because of the way it's cut and the way it's just a lightweight pistol. In fact, a loaded Browning High Power with 13-in-1 weighs less than an empty Colt 1911. Now, the Browning High Power magazine will hold 13 plus 1 in the chamber. But most of your military doctrine would require that you hold 12 in the magazine and then 1 in the chamber. In fact, SAS troops were disciplined if they were carrying 13 rounds in their high power. Now, the high power has remained to be one of the most popular semi-automatic handguns of all time. And part of the reason for that is because it fits small hands, such as myself. I mean, my hands they're about medium to small. This is a very comfortable gun to shoot. Mainly because of the ergonomics. It's a very thin frame, and it does have 13-in-1 in the magazine, but even with that, it's very comfortable in the hand, the way it fits, but it also fits large hands well. So it really kind of gives itself to a number of different shooters. It is a single action pistol, and that means that the hammer has to be pulled back for the trigger to fire. Now, because of its very thin barrel design, which really makes this great for concealed carry, it rides well, it makes it comfortable. A lot different than most of your modern polymer frame pistols, which have a very thicker slide here. This really points extremely well. Has a nice sight picture here. But one of the things, because of the thinness of the slide, these are really not recommended to shoot +P ammunition. There's a lot of great 9mm self-defense loads out there, and really some of the earlier models were made just to shoot full metal jacket military style ammo. But the modern Browning High Powers really accept about any kind of load with throated barrels, polished feed ramps, and of course their safety was one of the advances. This has an ambidextrous safety, that it does have a commander style hammer. This keeps from the hammer bite as it comes back here. So of course with larger hands it makes it comfortable, and then with smaller hands the thinness of the grip really makes a difference. This is a Pagmeyer grip that comes with this practical. This is called the practical model. And it's really funny to me because practical would seem more, this seems to be a very fancy design. But this has a nickel coated frame and then a finish that's baked on Teflon finish. So this gun is pretty much impervious to weather. Now the high power comes in 9mm, of course, and that's its most popular version. But it was made in 30 Luger, and now it's even been made in 40 Smith & Wesson. With the 40 pressures a little greater, the slide itself has been beefed up a little bit to accept it, but still holds those classic Browning lines. Disassembly is easy to field strip. Bring your slide back, engage your slide stop. Here we have a little nub that you're going to push through. And you want to hold on to your slide as you pull the slide stop out. Now release the slide and it comes forward. Here you pull out your recoil spring, then your barrel. Reassembly is in reverse order, so we take our slide, put the barrel in. You want to make sure that the recoil guide rod is in the upward position the hole is. That way it'll fit into your barrel correctly. There's a little notch that'll retain it. Go ahead and slide it onto the pistol. Now what you'll want to do is you'll add a little tension and go ahead and put your your slide stop in. Then we'll go back to where it'll fit through the notch. You're all done. So if you're looking for a full-size 9mm, I would definitely look at the Browning High Power. A classic, but yet as relevant today as it ever has been. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic. And as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic.